Today we're going to be talking about furnace filter change. Each furnace is going to be a little different. On a newer home, most common thing you're going to see is a air return side vent. Usually has a little metal flap, pulls up, and ta-da, your air filter is present. Real simple in this situation. Air filter. In and out. On this type of system, your airflow, one important thing when changing the filter is having the correct direction of airflow. Each filter will have an airflow arrow. On this type of system, if you have a side vent, your airflow is always going to be going into the furnace, not away from it. This is your air return, and this is your air supply continuing up. So the arrow is going to be pointing into the furnace for proper operation on this tile. If you do not have a slot on the side of your air return for the filter, on older style furnaces, some of the older homes, they're actually going to be inside the furnace compartment itself. Since this unit doesn't have an internal filter and has the side return, it's a little bit different, but I do want to show you where you would find that internal air filter. A lot of times they're on systems that have internal air filters. You're not going to have screws like I just undid. You're simply going to slide up this cover, remove it, set it aside, and that allows you to gain access to this bottom cover. If you're uncomfortable removing these and just afraid about the whole concept of a furnace here, one of the things you can do for a safety precaution is typically you'll find a rough-in electrical standard switch plate, and you'll see this transformer on the back side of it. That's always a good indicator that this is your furnace power, so you can actually go ahead and shut that down. That way this thing won't fire up on you, anything like that while you're servicing it. But outside of that, there is safety protocols that once you take these doors off, they won't operate anyway, so you're safe either way. Once you have the top door off, you can simply slide up that bottom panel, and then your furnace filter would actually be inside this furnace compartment, lined up against this wall where the air return would be. So one of two options: you would either have side air return, or this filter would actually be inside the furnace compartment. And that concludes changing your filter.